what is important is that we are setting the pace for other states to follow. I know that some people may not know or may not understand that given the changes in the Electoral Act, it has brought about the need to also look at some aspects of the existing local government law to have changes made on the law. It's important we understand that some information you have in the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission law are also contained in the local government law. They also have to do with elections. Given the changes in the Electoral Act, that is the Electoral Act 2020, to invite the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to come and assist the Rivers State House of Assembly in pursuit of our investigative powers, to find out how funds were spent by this commission, how public funds were expended by this chairman, who is the chief accounting officer of the commission, in a manner that is unknown to this August Assembly. No approval, no budgetary allocation, no appropriation law, and billions of public funds went down the drain in futile actions. It's important that they come and bring themselves forward for this investigation. And that's exactly what this motion has said. Distinguished colleagues, I thank you for your comments, and it will be necessary for me to put the question so that we can proceed to other matters that we have on the other paper. On that note, let me say that those who are in support of the motion and its prayers should indicate by raising their hands. Against? Abstention? Are 26 in number. Against? Nil. Abstention? Nil. By this voting, distinguished colleagues, this motion has succeeded, and the House has therefore resolved that we do condemn the refusal of the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission and some commissioners, 4 of them in number, who failed to subject themselves to investigation by this House. Secondly, that we should invite the bankers to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to produce bank statements of the Commission from 1st January 2024 till date. Thirdly, that we should invite via a letter the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to assist this House in the investigation of the accounting officer of this commission, retired Justice Adolphus Enebeli, having spent funds of the Rivers State government without any appropriation. Distinguished colleagues, that is the position of the House, and this letter will be written today and forwarded to these 2 commissions, asking them to assist us. Members know that the power to investigate the government of Rivers State is rested on this assembly by virtue of the provisions of Section 128. So what we are doing is to call for assistance, the help of, calling for the help of EFCC and ICPC, so that we can unravel the whereabouts of funds that passed through this commission within the period under review. Thank you, honorable members.
I move that we start debate. I so move.
This is a motion to request the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to investigate the chairman of the River State Independent Electoral Commission, RIVSEC, the Honorable Justice Enebeli retired. Whereas Section 128 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as altered, empowers the River State House of Assembly by resolution to direct or cause to be directed an inquiry or investigation into any matter or thing with respect to which it has the power to make laws, and the conduct of affairs of any person, authority, ministry, government department, charged or intended to be charged with the duty of or responsibility for executing or administering monies appropriated or to be appropriated in the state. Whereas the House had invited the chairman of the River State Independent Electoral Commission severally to appear before it to answer questions on the financial expenditure and other activities of the Commission. Concerned that the chairman of the Commission had refused to subject himself to investigation or scrutiny. Mr. Speaker, worried that the people of River State are anxiously waiting to know how the taxpayers' funds were expended by the chairman of the Commission without authorization from the year 2024 till date. I, therefore, along with my colleagues, respectfully urge this August House to do resolve as follows. 1. Condemn the refusal of the chairman of the Commission and some commissioners to subject themselves to investigation by the House. 2. Invite the bankers to the Commission to produce the bank statements of the Commission from 1st January 2024 till date. 3. Urge the House to invite the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to investigate the chairman and the Commission. And 4. Any other directives the House may deem necessary in the circumstances. Mr. Speaker, the sponsors of the bill, we are... Oh, sorry. Mr. Speaker, the sponsors of this motion, we are the Right Honorable Dumle Mao, Okana constituency, Honorable Major Jack M. Harcourt 1, Honorable Linda Somiari Stewart Oprika, Honorable Franklin U. Mwabochi Onelga 1, the Honorable Ofix Kaban C. Andoni, Honorable Dominic Ederima John Abua Odua, Honorable Tony Williams Queen Uwuma, Ahoda East 1, Honorable Okwende Lolo Isaiah, Akukotoru 2, the Honorable Granville Secondary Wellington, Asaritoru 1, Honorable Enemy Alamo George, Asaritoru 2, the Honorable Abe E. Peters Degema, the Honorable Ingwe Obe Afoji Eleme, the Honorable Justina M. Emeji Emoha, the Honorable Omuka Ignatius Ebenachi Eche, Honorable Chimezie Christian Wankwo Eche 2, Honorable Yeche Priest Lemchi Ikwere, Honorable Mwako Barile Kana 1, Honorable Amadi Emilia Loki Obiako 2, Honorable Ezekwe Ikemjika Ijeoma Onelga, Honorable David Okobiriare Arnold Ogugolo, Honorable Wanko Silvanus Enyina Omuma, Honorable Okoji Gerald Oyibo, Honorable Solomon Wame Port Harcourt 1, the Honorable Adokitoye Smart Port Harcourt 2, the Honorable Azeru Okpara Port Harcourt 3, and the Honorable Mba Bernard Baridamwe Tai. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, can I please lay this motion at the table?
Mr. Speaker, I am Ekena Wellington Granville. I represent Assembly Constituency 1. I second the motion by our indefatigable deputy leader of the House and the woman that has always stand for the truth and nothing less than the truth, that the request that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to investigate the chairman of the River State Independent Electoral Commission, RIVSEC, Honorable Justice Adolphus Enebeli, to investigate. I so second. Thank you.
You recall that this House has summoned the chairman of the RIVSEC long ago, and he has failed to appear before this House. Mr. Speaker, Section 128 of the Constitution has empowered us to do our duties. Mr. Speaker, I want to sincerely thank every member of the 10th Assembly for this motion is moved and sponsored by all the 26 members from various constituencies that make up the 10th Assembly. Mr. Speaker, I do not believe that anyone will deviate from this motion. Therefore, I want to align myself properly to the prayers and urge every member to give a nod so that Mr. Speaker can put the question quickly. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I want to say, of course, that it's stated here, this motion is an unanimous one. As stated here in the other paper, yes, it's a motion that's an unanimous one. So at this point, I want to say, for the fact that we still have a whole lot to deliberate on for today, for the fact that it's a motion that I've been giving consensus to, I want to say there will be no need for further debates. There will be no need for further debates. I will move forward to what we have next. I will have a resolution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Justina M. Image, member representing the people of Harcourt constituency. Mr. Speaker, I want to align myself with the motion this morning raised by the deputy leader. You can see the problem of the navy is not something that we lose. I'm supporting this motion, supporting all the prayers. Even what I want to add is that they should not take time. As we move this motion, they should not give it to us, we will let them come and investigate, because it's the problem of this state. Once this is right, that is one problem has been solved in this state. So I want to align myself with the four prayers and add a word that they should not waste time coming to investigate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the leader has stated it clearly. We have invited retired Justice Adolphus Enebeli severally to this House, and members of RIVSEC, and they have refused to come. We have deliberated for the interest of our state issues that are related to the RIVSEC from 2024 date, and everything that was used was taxpayers' money. And the people of River State need to know how their monies were spent, especially as the Supreme Court disagreed with the process in which they used in conducting the election and to set the record straight. So the members of this state assembly have all agreed to this motion that EFCC, ICPC should go after Enebeli and his colleagues to come to give account to River State how they manage our funds. So I totally align myself with the 4 prayers that we have all signed today. And I think there won't be any need for a lot of discussions on this particular topic, because we have extended grace to enable twice in this house. And the interest of Rivers State is what we all stand for. So I will use the opportunity to call on all members, since we have all agreed, let this motion be given your nod so that we can move forward in this house. Thank you.
And very distinguished colleagues, I rise this morning to lend my voice to the motion so moved by the Deputy Leader. Mr. Speaker, I am meant to understand that NFLE is not the only job this assembly has to do. Yes. The retired Justice NFLE, the RIVSEC chairman, is not the only job, and therefore it is better we put it to rest by handing him over to the EFCC and ICPC to do their proper work in line with Section 128 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as altered. And you know, when a man refuses to answer the call of those who put him in that position, the only thing is that he is proven to be very stubborn. He is a man who knows the law and has decided to violate the rules that govern the principles of his position. Therefore, we have no choice than to hand him over to EFCC, as we have called on them. Come into Rivers State at this point, investigate, do the needful, if necessary, punish those who erred. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, I have aligned myself with the 4 resolutions we have here. Thank you.
It is the duty of the Rivers State House of Assembly, an assembly that enacted the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission law, that set up the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to exercise oversight over the commission. It is not only constitutional, but it is, the motion is clear. This House is vested with the powers in Section 128 to invite this commission for investigation, for the chairman and members to answer questions put forward to them. But they have failed to do so. It has become very necessary for this House to invite the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to come and assist the Rivers State House of Assembly in pursuit of our investigative powers, to find out how funds were spent by this commission, how public funds were expended by this chairman, who is the chief accounting officer of the commission, in a manner that is unknown to this august assembly. No approval, no budgetary allocation, no appropriation law, and billions of public funds went down the drain in futile actions. It's important that they come and bring themselves forward for this investigation. And that's exactly what this motion has said. Distinguished colleagues, I thank you for your comments. And it will be necessary for me to put the question so that we can proceed to other matters that we have on the other paper. On that note, let me say that those who are in support of the motion and its prayers should indicate by raising their hands. Against? Abstention?